All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm here today to talk to you about Honolulu Jobs, a job board for junior developers built by junior developers. My name is Chris Medina. I'm a former restaurateur with about 15 years of experience in high-end New York City Michelin restaurants. I graduated New Camp last year in 2022, and then recently joined, or shortly thereafter, joined Honolulu, a wonderful mentorship group where I had the opportunity to meet Vin.
And hey, I'm Vin. I'm a former mechanical engineer, also looking to become a software engineer. I was also in New Camp. I graduated last November. And yeah, Tony was my last instructor at New Camp, and that's how I got into Honolulu and met Chris to work on this project. And well, let's go ahead and jump right into the website. So it is live. It's been hosted on render.com. So you can go to honolulu-jobs.onrender.com and check it out yourself. And you can also check out the GitHub as well with all the code. Let's take a look. We already have it loaded up. All right, so when you first come to the website, you'll be greeted by this splash screen. If you click on the button, that'll actually take you down to the jobs section. So the jobs are organized by carousels, and each job posting is its own little job card. So you can scroll down. So we have some sections. We always have the latest jobs that are posted over the last few days, and we're adding jobs every day. So if you can see, you can scroll through and it'll show the last jobs for over the last couple of days. We also have a featured section to startup jobs. Since the startup jobs, a lot smaller companies, their communication process is a little more direct. So your job application, might be a direct message to the founder or an email directly to the founder. So, and their experience requirements are a little bit lower. So trying to highlight that as an option for junior developers. And so the carousels, the buttons you can use, it's fully touch. You can drag even on desktop, and you can scroll through using the slider. And it has a full search, so you can search by keywords. So if you want to search, jobs that have Python in the title or the description, you can do that, and it'll load up. It's quite a bit of Python jobs. So it should load up all of the Python jobs. It also has location. We've set. It's going to want to reload. So if you use your location, you can allow, and you can try to find the Python jobs within 25 miles of me. There it goes. So it's a couple jobs like that. And if you want remote only, you can also search only the remote only Python jobs. And we're scraping from a couple different sources, probably hundreds of companies, probably close to 1,000 different companies that we're getting job posts from. So there was quite a large database of job postings available. And we can head back over to the presentation. There we go. And Chris is going to talk about more about the kind of the inspiration, the problem statement behind the project.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Vin. So along our journey in becoming a software developer, we've found that there was several problems through the actual job search. One big one being that it's very fragmented. There's not really one unified source of truth. There's a lot of different tools out there, different websites you can use, and they all have different formats. They all have different data in a subjective nature. So trying to compile all of that into one single source of truth, or the closest thing we can get to that, for better data and a more streamlined experience. Also, searching by experience level is quite difficult. There is a subjective nature to the industry and a variety in how data is posted and displayed. But trying to compile all of that in one unified, consistent manner to once again just streamline the entire process. And another big problem was timing. Through the efforts in actually finding a post, it could be days, weeks, months old and might be a dead lead. So trying to expose as many viable opportunities as quickly as possible was definitely one of the motivating factors behind this project. To go along with that, some features we wanted to include was a responsive and user-friendly UI, really easy on any device, whether it's a desktop or mobile. The draggable carousels and job cards we found to be a great use case for that. We wanted to include a diverse amount of opportunities, going from startups to medium-sized companies to Mang-level companies. We wanted to include all opportunities for whatever you might be looking for. We wanted a very robust search where we're tying in Atlas to help power our keyword search and make it more efficient, and also enabling some geolocation to help suit the user's needs. And we wanted to make everyone save time, really. Why go to dozens of websites and search for hours and hours when you can go to one place for all of the same results or better results? Now I'm going to pass it off to Vin.
Yeah, so on our tech stack, how we're actually achieving all those features. So on the front end, we're using React as our framework. The carousels are powered by React Spring for the animations. For the components and the styling, we're using MDB Bootstrap. Formic is helping out with the search form, and Axios is what we're using for the requests on the front end. And then the backend server is built using Node and Express. We're using MongoDB as the database. And then we're also using GeoJSON, geospatial indexes for the location search. So we can search for coordinates within a radius of each other. And then to actually get the job posting data, so we have a Python data pipeline. So using Beautiful Soup and Selenium in Python to get job posts from different sources, different websites, a couple different APIs. So those all get processed and then formatted and then sent up to the MongoDB with PyMongo. And we'll take a look at the architecture here in a second. So here kind of the setup of the different components of the application. We'll start at the bottom left. So that's kind of where the data starts at. So the Python web scrapers, so that extracting all of the features for the job posting, the location, the job title, the date, and the job description. And then we run that to the geocoding for the location. So we're turning either the city name or zip code, turning that into an actual GeoJSON point, and then that's getting uploaded into the MongoDB, and then we're using the geospatial and the Atlas search indexes to speed up that search. And then more on the web application end, so we have the React website front end, and that interacts with the Node.js server. So the React is sending the user's queries, keyword searches, location search over to the server, and then that is querying the database and pulling that data, which is then going to be rendered into the job cards on the React front end. So the MongoDB is it's running on its MongoDB cluster on Atlas. The Node server and React are being hosted on Render. And then we are running the Python web scrapers and the geocoding just on a local machine. And then sort of a future roadmap. So we have some more ideas for more features. Like to put in a data dashboard since we built up a pretty big database of job postings, running, scraping, hundreds of companies every day. So we have probably like 8,000 job postings in the database right now. So utilizing that data, showing the top job postings per company, maybe the top programming language by job. So different things like that have a dashboard to kind of allow the user to see kind of what the trends are in the job market right now. And we're always looking for more data sources, more companies or more sources for junior developer jobs that we can add and integrate into our pipeline. A user system is to allow users to favorite jobs, keep track of jobs they applied to, save their search parameters, and we use them easier. And then for the feature engineering, we want to looking at using natural language processing, machine learning to kind of help categorize jobs by experience level, extracting the required years, kind of extracting a standard set of features from each job posting. When they're coming from different sources, they're being written and organized different ways. So trying to use machine learning to extract the features we want and then displaying them more easily to the user so they can quickly look at a job and find, is it going to match me versus having to read through the whole job description.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much, Vin. It was a pleasure to work on this project with you.
Yeah, we definitely, one of the biggest projects I've worked on. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Please go ahead and check it out at Honeywell-jobs on render.com. Play around with it. If you can contact us, let us know what you think. Or if you're interested in joining the team and helping us out, we're open to that too.
Awesome. Thank you very much.